come to you today to wish you a happy Independence Day. I wish to say, wherever you are, whatever your political affiliation is, whatever your station of life, this is a great day, our Uhuru Day. Happy birthday, Zimbabwe. Happy birthday to you, my fellow Zimbabweans. I know and I understand that some of you may immediately say, there is no need for you to say happy birthday because of our circumstances. But remember, circumstances do not take away the celebration of the happiness that has to be and that is associated with our birth. I want to say, some of you may feel a lot of discomfort because of the difficult circumstances that we are going through, the difficult times that we've been going through. But through it all, as individuals, as families, as organizations, and also as communities, we are together in your endeavors as you try to eke out a living and make ends meet to sustain your livelihoods. I'm also fully aware that your difficulties have been compounded by the fact that we are faced with this pandemic, the coronavirus or COVID-19, which is threatening our lives and livelihoods in our country and beyond. This has compounded the situation, particularly if we consider the fact that our public health system has been a challenge in cushioning our circumstances. I know that you have not seen or experienced some of these problems that we are seeing. It's clear that the pandemic that we are facing is probably the worst in the recent decades. Since 1918, when the Spanish flu attacked humanity, we have not yet seen the disease or attack of this magnitude. But be that as it may, the 40 years of our nationhood is not a short period, and it can't be ignored. It can't be taken for granted. The attainment of our 40 years as an independent nation is a key milestone, a key improvement, a key achievement. And applied to an individual, 40 years mark the beginning of life. As the saying that says, life begins at 40. But of course, the life of a nation cannot be compared to that of an individual. And this is why it is important and worth recalling that the number 40 itself, from a biblical perspective and from a spiritual standpoint, is very symbolic in number. Not as a judgment point or a day as some would want to see it, but it is a period of trials and tribulations that enjoins all of us to understand that together, united as a nation, we are able to retrospect, introspect, and prospect together in terms of where we have come from, where we are, and indeed where we are going. I want to tell you that 40 signifies a takeoff moment. 40 signifies an exodus moment. 40 signifies a celebration moment. 40 signifies a rebirth moment. 40 signifies the birth of a new promise. So we have to know that the context of these 40 years is such an important one, particularly if we are recalling the significance of this very important day. It is also important for me to just reflect on what the values of this liberation project was or were all about. The values, the principles, the objectives of the liberation struggle included, among other things, one man, one vote, freedom for all, freedom and liberty, equality, land to all. That's why we used to say, mwana wevu, umhlaba womhlabathi, umntwana womhlabathi, jobs for all, umsebenzini to all the people, mabasa kumuntu wese. We used to emphasize prosperity. It was independence that taught us that yes, once we have attained it, it meant good jobs. It meant housing for all. It meant accommodation, a decent roof above our heads. It meant healthcare. It meant a stable economy. It meant a good infrastructure. It meant a great nation. It meant a great team, a warriors team, not team in Obayo. It meant free elections. It meant a non-partisan armed and police force, our police services. It meant our independence was supposed to be not just in form, but in substance, in the ideals that we have to pursue, in the ideals of happiness, the ideals of freedom, the ideals of justice, and the ideals of rule of law. It is this opportunity that we must take together as a nation for a collective reflection that makes this day the 40th anniversary of our independence. An important day indeed in the country's history. As such, it is with humility that I have the honor and privilege to extend my sincere and heartfelt appreciation on behalf of fellow Zimbabweans to you compatriots, our war veterans, those who fought. Anachimbwido, Makarwa Wondo, Anamjiba Makarwa Wondo, those who sacrificed their effort, dead and living. Let me say, happy 40th Independence Day felicitations to each and every one of you in recognition of your sacrifices, but also the milestone that we have reached as a nation. It was not easy. It took sacrifice. It took service. It took your commitment. It took your courage. Also took your patriotic zeal, and we acknowledge that.